What's up, everybody? It's your boy Banky101 coming at you today with some World War II news, and I wanted to talk to you today about supply drops. Yes, I mentioned it slightly in the weekend review this past Friday, and I got a couple of questions on it, so I kind of wanted to elaborate a little bit more and do a little bit more research. My thought is that we are going to have supply drops in World War II, and the reason that I thought that is if you pre-order it from GameStop right now, you're going to be able to get some extra gear day one when it comes out and equip your characters. And it's kind of nice because it's showing you that, you know, what the different characters look like, what the different classes look like, things like that. And I can guarantee that they're going to have supply drops in this game. And I elaborated that I like the supply drop system with Modern Warfare Remastered the best so far. And I think it's better than Black Ops. I think it's better than Infinite Warfare. Now, Infinite Warfare did, you know, when they do drop new weapons, that base gun's going to get given to Season Pass holders, which is awesome for Infinite Warfare. But the problem with Infinite Warfare is that there is still a paywall. If you want anything that is in the Mark II collection, you have to get it through supply drops. If you want anything that's in the Quartermaster collection, you're going to have to get it through supply drops. Now, with Modern Warfare Remastered, everything, when they drop a new weapon, you might not be able, you can either get it through supply drops or you can use salvage to unlock the couple of things before you can unlock the gun. But you can grind salvage and get that gun if you want it. It's not behind a paywall. Now, you can pay and get the gun faster, but it's not behind a paywall, which I really like. Now, with Black Ops 3, there are guns when they drop, you have to get them through supply drops. Now, that is also pay to play. You have to you have to buy a lot of supply drops to actually get that stuff. And with so much stuff in the game that you can actually get, it's very unlikely that you're going to open 3 supply drops, open 10 supply drops, and get that gun. Now, you see the big YouTubers that get to drop a lot of money, like thousands of dollars on supply drops, especially Black Ops 3, and get the new DLC, and that's because they've got the money to do it. But the average person that buys a $60 game and, you know, or pays $100 for the game with the Season Pass isn't going to have that kind of money to drop on supply drops. Now, they might drop 20 or 30 bucks here or there, depending on what comes out for DLC, but they're not going to drop $1,000. I can guarantee that. You're crazy if you're going to drop $1,000 on supply drops for a game. Put your $1,000 towards something else. Now, something that's interesting that came out is that a couple of days ago, somebody tweeted at Prestige Key, and I'll put the tweet up right here, and during E3, they only got to play with 10 guns. Is there going to be more than 10 guns? Is there going to be variants for these guns? And Prestige Key kind of tweeted at Michael Condrey to kind of ask him that question, and he replied, there's going to be multiples of. Now, this is crazy because you can interpret this a couple of different ways. Multiples of could be multiples of those 10 guns, which then means that we have variants of those guns, which I don't like at all. I really don't think if you're going back to your roots that you should be having multiples of the same gun. You should not have variants of it. Attachments, yeah, but not variants. You can't, you know, like, especially with Infinite Warfare, you have like 6, 7 different variants for like the NV4 or any of the guns. And I don't like that, because if they do have variants, they're going to do the same thing with the supply drop system that they did with the other supply drop systems, is that you're going to get base stuff, and then the variant stuff is going to be behind a paywall. You're going to have to open the supply drops to get the stuff, and that is ridiculous. Or you can look at this in a positive light and say multiples of guns. There's going to be multiple guns, not just those 10s. There's going to be plenty of other ones. And I really hope that's what they mean. I hope it's multiple guns. I hope we have a plethora of guns. Or there's a third way of looking at this, and it goes back to Modern Warfare Remastered. You can have the weapon kits like they have in Modern Warfare Remastered, and that's multiples of. So you could have multiples of those guns with different weapon kits on them. And weapon kits, I wouldn't mind, because depending on how they do the weapon kits, you could have what I have always thought is that you supply that weapon kit and maybe it gives you a perk or two. Now that would be a very interesting game mechanic to have. So I thought always, like, in these futuristic games, they should have, if you throw on a certain type of camo, that camo should give it a bonus of +1 of, like, better aiming or some crap like that based on that camo, which would give you a whole reason to actually unlock those camos other than your gun looking cool, but that's a separate conversation. And weapon kits, hopefully they do something cool with that. I hope it is not a pay to play. If they want to go back to their roots, there's a plethora of different ways that they can actually do microtransactions or add in DLC for us to take to actually buy or to make a little extra money off of, because we know Black Ops 3 they made a ton of money off of Black Ops 3's supply drop system. But again, Black Ops 3 has that paywall, which is not fun. And I really think with the whole community coming together on this game, if they do something ridiculous like have a paywall, they're definitely going to hear it from the community. So they really need to do something simplistic. And hopefully it's a lot like Modern Warfare Remastered. They can put out the new DLC guns, and maybe you don't get them. You can either get them fast through the supply drop system, or you can grind out those salvage and actually just unlock it. And that's super easy to do. But I'm really interested in hearing on your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about supply drop systems? What would really tick you off if they put in this game, or what would you really like in this game? Hit me up in that comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this, smash that like button, and like always, I will catch you on the next video.